The author Roald Dahl once said, "Those who don't believe in magic will never find it," and that the greatest secrets are always hidden in the most unlikely places. I think every magician can relate to this. Magic is a craft built on secrets, and we look for them in the most improbable locations. It's about taking the everyday and finding within it the possibility of illusion. We take the things you're most familiar with, a cup, a ball, a handkerchief, a rabbit, a human being, and we do something impossible with it. Now, because we are always looking for the magic, we develop a different way of looking at the world. We are obsessively curious. I cannot go into a hardware store without spending hours picking up those blister-packed items off the racks and wondering what else I could do with them. I'm not interested in hammering nails or cutting wood, and I have no ideas what these items would do in the real world. But I can see endless possibilities for them in the magic world. It's something that magicians have in common with hackers. We can't help but look beyond the ordinary function of an object to discover its hidden attributes. For magicians, the world is like the Matrix, where surface familiarity hides a far more interesting domain, where objects and ideas can be twisted, morphed, manipulated to do things they were never designed to do. So this underlining of audience expectation is how magicians design tricks. It's how ladies are sawn in half, elephants made to disappear, and bullets caught between the teeth. The way in which reality can be sabotaged to create an unexpected illusion are the secrets of magic. Now, many of the things that were considered magic hundreds of years ago are still considered magic today. That's why the classics of magic are still being performed. The cut and restored rope, the Chinese linking rings. These age-old tricks defy the fundamental laws of nature, and those laws do not change. Now, it's possible that one day science will make self-healing ropes or metal rings that can pass through each other. Science will make real what once was considered magic, which is why magicians must always stay ahead of the reality curve. To me, magic is about making possible today what science will make a reality tomorrow. We prototype the future. More than a century ago, stage magicians showed their audiences what it would be like to have robots, wireless power, calculating machines, talking computers, and interactive screens. What once was magic is now reality. Today we have technology in our lives that would have been considered magical not too many years ago. The mobile phone, computers, the internet. So the question is, how does the magician add a layer of illusion to objects that have almost magical properties of their own? So with that in mind, I created this. It's a little invention of mine. It's a little bit like Google's Project Glass, but not quite. So I thank you, Google, for not letting me into the developers program early on. This is what you get, the cherry-rigged contraption. But when you use this thing, you get a glimpse into the mind of a cyber illusionist when he does something as simple as performing a trick with a deck of cards. So let's start this up. Let's take any card we need and let's mark it so we can recognize it when we see it again. Woo! Yeah. And let's put it somewhere in the deck, just like this maybe. All right. And let's start up my system.
System ready.
So for those of you who don't play cards, a deck of cards is made up of 4 different suits. There's hearts, clubs, diamonds, and spades.
Each card represents a phase of the 13 lunar cycles.
So over here we have low tide, over here is high tide, and then in the middle In the middle, of course, we have the moon.
The moon is one of the most potent symbols of magic.
There are two colors in a deck of cards. There is the color red and the color black, representing the constant change from day to night.
Marco, I did not know you could do that.
Well, thank you. Well, in a complete deck of cards, there is a total of 52 cards, representing the 52 weeks of the year.
If you total all the spots on a deck of cards, the result is 365.
365? That's the number of dates between each of our birthdays. So let's make a wish.
Don't tell, or it won't come true.
As a matter of fact, it was on my 6th birthday that I received my very first deck of cards. And ever since that day, I traveled around the world entertaining boys and girls, men and women, husbands and wives, even kings and queens. Thank you.
And who are these?
Oh, these are mischief makers. Watch. Wake up.
Whoa!
Are you ready?
Ready.
Let me see what you got.
Presenting my pogo stick.
Careful.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh no, sorry about that. Well, today I'm performing for a different kind of audience.
Sign card detected.
Well, sometimes people tell me, well, to perform magic, can you just work from 9 till 5? Of course not. Magic is a 24/7 job. I don't literally mean 24 hours, 7 days a week. 24/7 will be a little bit of an exaggeration. Now, some people will say, well, magic must be the work of some evil, supernatural force. Well, to this, I just say no, no. Or we're in Germany, so it's 9, 9. Magic isn't really that intense. I have to warn you though, if you ever play with somebody who deals cards like this, don't play for money.
Why not? That's a very good hand. The odds of getting it are 4,165 to 1.
Yeah, true, but I think my hand is better.
I think you got your birthday wish.
Well, thank you. And that leaves me with the last and most important card of all. And unlike anything else you've just seen, virtual or not,
Sign card detected.
this is without a question the real thing. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. Thank you.